We finally have TruRACS red deer being released into Call of the Wild. It was something that was actually talked about like nearly 6 months ago. They like started working on them and then they decided to take more time to try to get them better looking or whatever their decision was. But finally we have them and we're starting with the mythical. Across the lake over there. I did bring the muzzleloader, but that was a little far to be trying to take a muzzleloader shot. So usually I go around this side. So I think we're going to actually claim that last. But that's a pretty good start. He's a kind of odd looking one, but of course when you have that many tines and stuff going on with red deer, there's going to be some that look pretty weird. So of course we're going to be focusing on red deer today since they are the kind of newest thing, but I already did see a post of a diamond elk, and it was like the normal diamond elk weight. It was like, I think 480 kilos or something like that. So it's just like, I'm actually excited to hunt some of these other things and like start adding some of those trophies that we're missing to our lodge. And actually on this map there are 4 of them, like the ibex. I want to do a Grand Slam multi-mod, so there's a lot of good stuff in this update, and at least from what I saw with the elk, I'm optimistic that a lot of the TruRACS should actually be working now. But this is one of those 7s with just like a ton of mass up top, and they look pretty interesting. I don't know like if that's what red deer can grow like. I know they try to capture like red deer from across the world like they did like New Zealand and other parts of Europe, and is that wolf actually attacking us? Yeah. We'll have to deal with that. So I really don't have the proper wolf defense weapons. I've got a muzzleloader and the 7mm, both single shot. But we actually, we were here yesterday streaming and hunting wolves, so these could be respawns. Don't think there's any interesting ones. It looks like it's just the 2 of them actually. Hi. Can you like just come over here? All right. Nope. A couple more still coming over. There's a 7. Nothing very interesting. Let's just claim these real quick, and I guess we'll get ready to shoot the rest of them. I could use the 243, but I feel like they're going to die so slowly that it's not actually worth doing that. Where's that 7? Yeah, I thought that might work. Kill the alpha, and the other ones run away, so that'll save us a little bit of time. And I think there was a red deer over here, but I wouldn't be shocked if the wolves actually ended up spooking that. It must have spooked it. It was like a level 4 or 5. I didn't spot it yet. But anyway, got those out of our way. So I guess that's going to be it for this entire northeast lake up here, which I think we still saw like 4 herds of red deer, because there's one down here with only females. And then, I mean, usually it just feels like we would have killed more red deer than that, so I'm curious, maybe they've kind of spread them out across the map a little more. That's something they've done in the past. So like, if any of you guys have hunted up here and felt like you had less red deer than before this update, let me know, because I'm curious if that's actually something that we should pay attention to. It's actually a little less wonky looking from the front. It's just the way that, I think it's these tines that make him look like his antlers are leaning back more than they are. But that's actually not bad. I'm going to taxidermize that just so we can look at them at the end if we get any other good ones. But let's just do the other lake here in the north since we're up here. There's a decent one running this way. I don't know if wolves chased it or if it was me fast traveling. That's close, but I was too far back, I think. Maybe we got liver. Might have been alright. I thought we messed that up. I guess I'll go this way. I don't really know, like, a ton of red deer spots at this lake, but I know they will drink further over to the west here, so we'll try that first before we go and claim that. But I think we lucked out and actually got him good enough to get the full score. Looks like a solo female's about all we can get, but we can't actually show real quick. They've actually finally changed the trophy rating estimate on females, so like, at least everything that doesn't have antlers I've seen, they actually properly show it as 0 now instead of like some small, like the smallest estimate they had for males. So I think that's good. Hi? What the? I knew I heard something as soon as I fast traveled here. So I guess this is one of those cases where there's a zone right on top of my tent. Just missed that next shot. We might be able to get him again though, just since he's so close. Brain shot's gonna cost us the score, but that's alright. But yeah, you can see now all these tracks are here. So I gotta move this tent then, because when we fast travel here, we're so close to the animals, they just don't spawn in. I've shown that like a bunch of times recently, so if you've not seen that, that's just a thing that happens. But guess we got a bonus one. Yeah, we were just a little too far right in that first one, and that wouldn't have hit the skull, but then we definitely got the skull with that brain shot. But I'm curious to see if we did actually end up getting liver. It actually looks like vital blood there even, so I don't know how we did that, to be honest. I thought Really, I thought I shot him in the vertebrae, but I guess we lucked out. So that's a completely different looking 7. I kind of like those antlers. I don't know if I should mount it. I guess we will, just so we have it. And it was actually a liver shot, so we were definitely a little far back. He was further than I thought, though, so it wasn't even close to being vertebrae. But yeah, he was max weight estimate, so good to get him for any potential respawns. I think red deer drink down here, but I don't have a red deer zone. Let's just go here since I have a tent, and then we'll maybe check other lakes later. That's not the best start. I mean, somehow that's a 6, which is interesting. This was actually a really good lake for us. There must be a wolf over there somewhere, since he's going alert. But we had a bunch of red deer stags here on yesterday's live stream. We were looking for wolves, and of course now they seem to be here somewhere. I don't know where. But again, I have the muzzleloader, but just the 7mm is going to be the better option because it's so hard to make a running shot with that muzzleloader. You got to lead them so far out ahead. What the? Alright. Well, in that case, I guess we'll use it. I didn't think he'd stop so quickly. That might have been a spinal cord shot. No, that was actually just double lung. That was just the muzzleloader showing how powerful it can be. But, you can see the difference between the 6s. This is a bigger 6 compared to that last one. It's just such a... There's got to be a ton of different rack shapes for level 6s if that tiny one that we saw here first can be a 6 as well. Like, there's such a range. But let's go ahead. I'm going to skip this spot for now because I don't have a ton of red deer there. And I want to go down to this big lake because we found a bunch of red deer there yesterday. And of course, everything's new now because the TruRACS are a thing, but we'll see if it's maybe got anything for us. This area actually feels pretty empty as well. Like, yesterday it felt like there were so many more red deer down here. So maybe they did actually, like, spread the population out a bit, which I think would be a good thing. Like, there's this lake and that one up in the northeast that just had, like, pretty much all the red deer. But I don't know, maybe it's just bad luck with, like, the particular areas these new red deer spawn for me, because it is a pop reset, so stuff like that could happen. But I actually like these 7s a lot better. They're pretty much exactly the same as the one we killed up in the northeast, but it's got this one tine coming off that area where all that mass is, and it just makes so much more sense that there would be that mass there because of that tine. But yeah, I think we'll save that one too, just so we can, again, kind of take a look at some of the different variations of them. And we'll maybe try... I don't think we went here yet, so let's try this spot. It just seems so odd, like there's one red deer female over here and that's it. So I don't know, maybe they have been shifted around a good bit. But we're pretty much at the end of their drink time, so I'm going to try to get down to this lake super quick. There's another actually decent one. He's actually, I think, unfortunately the same rack shape as that first one we shot, but glad we came down here. I mean, he's not even in a hurt, he's just by himself. But it looks like we got the drop right to go right into the heart there. Could have been neck as well, but I don't think that would have been that high. So we'll just check around the other end of the lake here. It looks like there's at least one little red deer over there. Ooh, there's an albino. It's a female, but I mean, that's kind of cool. I'll see if we can get that with the 7mm just because I think they might be leaving their zone. I guess they're not. Kind of unfortunate that that's a female. I guess probably the entire red deer population got reset, so it's not like these are the same females that were always there and just the stags got changed. But definitely would have preferred to get a rare stag with the new TruRACS, but still cool. That is actually a slightly better gray mouflon as well. So we killed like a tiny level 2 one on stream yesterday, and I do want one for the multi-mount when we actually get like 3 good wolves. So I guess we'll see if we can get that. I think we managed to land that in the heart as well. I think that one there is gray too. They're actually not as rare as I thought, I would say. But we'll get that one for the road, I guess. But we have albino red deer female, and now we definitely have to make a multi-mount with like the albino and I guess one of the mythicals, because I think this is going to be our last stop. Red deer are done drinking now at this point. But yeah, pretty cool. Unfortunately, again, 1, it's a female. 2, it's not even a melanistic, which is the new rare, but it's definitely pretty cool coming up with any rare for anything, really. Especially when, like, there's multi-mounts that can use the females. It's actually nice that we can put it in something cool. But that definitely was a second gray, and I honestly don't know which was bigger, so I guess I'll save this one for now. And then, if he's ended up being bigger than the other one, we'll just taxonomize him. And yeah, this guy's a little bit bigger. So the last one was 126. This guy's 135. Actually, not bad. Just the bottom of the heart. Just about ruined that. But then we have our mythical red deer, which I didn't realize we dropped them like side by side. And actually, he died in a pretty good spot for a screenshot. I love the brow tines on these. Like, look how much curl there is and stuff to them. I really hope there's a diamond, like, rack with that much curl on the brow tines, because the thing I noticed, and I've seen some of them posted already, from the Trailblazer beta and the stuff that I've seen since the update, a lot of them have really short brow tines, which is kind of unfortunate, because these look just amazing to me. Those are longer than the old diamonds. But yeah, nice hard shot with the muzzleloader, 214, trophy rating mythical. I don't know if that's our biggest or not, but I think this is probably going to be the one we put in the multi-mount with the albino, just because we shot them at the same lake. So I think we're going to go ahead and head back and do that. And that's not a multi-mount that's going to stay forever, because I just don't have the room to keep it. But I guess if we can get a diamond TruRACS red deer, maybe we would find a place to put that. We'll have to see. Man, I really do hope there's diamond racks with like that big of brow tines, because I just think that looks really good. But yeah, I think maybe what I would do for the red deer multi-mount, because I have 2 of them set up already, not counting this one. I've got the one with a legacy diamond out here. So maybe if we get one of the cooler looking diamond TruRACS, we could replace this one and have that as a multi-mount. Because then I have the rare one, and I do want to keep that. I think we have another albino female and a piebald male. So we'll have to see about that, but for now I'm pretty happy with that. And honestly, I mean, we kind of knew what red deer looked like already because of the Trailblazer beta, but I'm definitely happy with them, and happy with the fact that we managed to snag a little albino female as well. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.